Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting.
And these two teams really get it done on the offensive end.
Here we go.
Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Ayton in at the center position. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Here he goes.
This is what the coaches are asking from DeAndre Ayton. It helps when he hustles and works extra hard on D.
And Booker with the jam.
Outstanding move in the lane. Just enjoy that one at home, folks.
No doubt, with some huge elevation on the finish. Now here's Russell. And the foul on Chris Paul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
He's not playing within himself. 2 fouls in less than a minute. He's got to dial it back some.
Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And just crashes the glass with effort and intensity. I mean, how do you box a guy out like Towns?
Paul against Russell. Paul passes to Johnson. Back to Paul. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Russell. Towns down low. Covered by Johnson. Towns can't get it to go.
After taking Cam Johnson 10th in the 2019 draft, the Timberwolves promptly sent him and Saric to the Suns in exchange for Jarrett Culver.
Paul. They get the rebound. Here's Ayton. The kick out to Johnson. Second chance shot. And it falls all over the rim and in.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Well, remember, the Suns received heavy criticism for acquiring Johnson in that draft day trade.
Yeah, B.A., I don't know that it was about the players so much as how old Cam Johnson was, and Phoenix maybe trying to explore an upside guy with that high of a pick. Well, feels like the GM knew what he was doing. Cam Johnson's been a huge addition to this team, and his shooting has been remarkable.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. For 3, Booker. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here's Edwards. Here's Prince. Outside for Russell. Towns passes to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
This is who Towns is. An unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Paul drives in, and he banks in the layup.
What about the courage right there? Sacrificing his body to get the high percentage attempt at the rim.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Russell against Paul. Russell, the pass to Edwards. 1:49 left in the first quarter of the game. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Paul against Russell. Now Paul. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Well, he's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
Deflected. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Booker. Johnson a screen on Edwards. Booker for 3. Paul against Russell. Clock at 6. And here's Ayton. No one near him. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
hitting that mid-range shot. This is right now probably the extent of Ayton's range.
Here's Prince. Out to the wing. Russell, the pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Paul against Russell. Paul, shot is off.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He misses the free throw.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards.
And he's good on the second. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Booker for three, gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And this is the type of play where Devin Booker is going to gain a lot of confidence and might start getting aggressive.
Pass to Towns. Paul with a steal. Outside Booker to the paint. And Ayton with the stuff.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns burning this break in the action. Up 10. Just pounding. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist by Johnson.
Doing most of his damage on the perimeter. That time Devin Booker showing he could score close to the rim.
Towns a screen on Paul. Pass to Towns. Here's Prince. He's guarded by Bridges. Here's Edwards.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow.
BA, forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Paul against Russell. Ayton. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
Outside Edwards. Inside. Puts it up. The shot by Towns, no good. For Phoenix, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second.
Well, DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
That one goes in.
It's a pretty high percentage shooter from there. Ayton's size and touch, it's a pretty tough combo to go against.
Russell up top. He's guarded by Paul. Towns gets the bucket. And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
Russell, the pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
Outside Paul. And that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
Well, Brent, the relationship between players and refs can sometimes seem a little hostile. Does it need to be that way?
Well, you and me have our little tiffs, don't we, Brian? So, yes, in order for us to do our best work. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't have to be that way. But look, when you're at this level of competition, it's heated, it's intense. Sometimes get outside your gourd a little bit. And that's when instances like this can happen between a player and a referee. And that goes for both sides.
Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, just a solid passer. Towns relishes his role as leader of this team, wanting to set up his teammates.
Ayton, the screen on Russell. Here's Paul. And no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Edwards. Johnson with the defensive effort.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot. And for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Back to Ayton. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
That's tipped and stolen by Paul. In transition, here come the Suns. Here's Booker, and that one's good. And now an 11-point Phoenix lead.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Pass to Booker. 27 seconds left in the second quarter. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game. It's Edwards on the wing. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Paul finds Ayton. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight.
With the score, your Minnesota Timberwolves 24, the Suns 39.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Austin Rivers out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then there's Nas Reed. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. And the second free throw is good. Well, Phoenix is shooting the ball incredibly well tonight. 73% from the floor. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry. And they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
And he stays with it. Pass to Rivers. From behind the arc. It's stolen by Saric. Takes it inside. Landale. The layup misses.
Phoenix foul. Block Landale. First personal foul. 17 foul.
And that one misses.
Timberwolves. Jalen Noel. One shot.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a nice 50% for the game. Here's Rivers, defended by Payne. And here's Anderson. Back to Noel. Pass to Rivers. Just 4 to shoot. Over Payne. Phoenix grabs the miss. And here's Saric. Anderson covers. Crowder outside. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's the Suns missing. On the wing, Noel, defended by Payne. It's deflected.
What instincts there, as Saric is able to get in there and challenge his opponent.
Pass to Shaman. Oh, swiped away. Here's Noel. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. A slam dunk by Reed.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Payne on the bounce. Pass to Landale. Here's Shaman. Shot clock at 5. The Suns need to get off a shot. Here's Saric. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Suns lead by 14. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Here's Rivers. Pass to Noel. That shot missing. The Suns go the other way with it. Fires from the wing. No good off the back of the rim.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Basket's good.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Outside Payne. To the middle. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Rivers' shot is off. The Suns have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Pass to Landale. Back to Saric. Here's Landale. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And it's a completely new group for the Suns. The Timberwolves shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Here's Noel. Pass to Anderson. Outside McDaniels. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. He's off on the first. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Anderson. Edwards, he's checked in for Noel. And Russell is subbed in for Rivers. Here's Paul. Give him 8 points now. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Good on the shot.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Left side, Edwards. Pass to Towns. Now Gobert. Back to Towns. And Towns slams it home.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Pass to Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. And that's good as he hits both shots. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Ayton in its center. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And for the Suns, they're shooting 69%. I think they're even surprising themselves out there. Outside Booker. Back to Paul. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
Whatever the team needs, Chris Paul can provide it. Tonight, it's on the scoring end.
Russell against Paul. Russell to pass to Towns. Edwards with it. Back to Towns. Outside for Russell. Just 5 to shoot. No good on the triple. Bridges outside. Outside Johnson. Bridges outside. Pass to Ayton. Over Gobert. The bank shot, no good.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards going inside, and Edwards slams it in.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. There's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Here's Paul. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Now, Chris Paul, when he gets into those tight spots, he becomes pretty smart in there.
Paul hits them both.
Now, you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And Edwards, here we go. Pass to Gobert. Now Towns. Launches a 3, and he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
You know Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Paul. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
Come on now, what a talent. Slips through the lane and just flushes it home.
Oh, the D feeling some shame right there. That was big league. It's good.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow. Here's Booker. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside Edwards. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Edwards has got 12 points here in the second half.
Love to see this from Russell, as he's one of the league's most gifted passers.
Lays it up and banks it in.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Edwards finds Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And just so mobile at his size. Once Gobert sets the screen, he rolls hard to the right spot.
Paul against Russell. And that one's good. Paul. And the Suns lead by 10.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Suns.
They really had things going. Their offense carried them tonight, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., tonight, simply they won the battle of the field goal percentage. I mean, it made all the difference.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Chris Paul.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Here's Russell. Towns for three. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Outside Johnson. Russell against Paul. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. It ends up being a fairly easy.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. It'll be the Suns off the tip. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Richard, this should be an interesting game. Both teams boast a lot of depth and could try out some very creative lineups tonight.
Yeah, and it's whatever it takes to break the other team. It's about playing chess out there, and so there's going to be a lot of different moves. I can't wait to see what the coaches pull out.
Yeah, the adjustment's a fascinating part of the NBA. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live, right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Thank you, David.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
And good that time. Paul's got his second bucket.
Nothing in the game's quite as smooth as a finger roll. Great finish right there.
You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-a-ball strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
And here is Paul, after Paul George getting his 3 to go. That one doesn't go. Wall with some nice defense. Leonard, that's for 2. Good D by Booker. The Suns have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Johnson, a wide open look, and it's off from 3-point range. Clippers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. The 3 from George. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Ayton. Back to Bridges. Kicks it out to Paul. Shot clock at 6.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And Paul drills both of them.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Wall, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
What a great finish there from Wall. It's clear he doesn't fear anyone when he's looking to score.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
And here is Paul. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. And the layup's good off the glass. Paul's got 8 points.
It's his agility that helps Paul beat interior defense, especially when it's tight like this.
Here's Wall. Outside for George. A 3 ball. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
1:32 left to play in the first quarter. Ball finds Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And the leadership Paul brings to this team is so incredibly important. His teammates really rally behind him.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Now, here is George. He has 6. Crafty move. And Paul lays it in. He's got 12.
And this is a throwback performance from Paul, flat out taking over in a big way right now.
And taken away by Paul. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns. Zubats with the screen for George. Buries it from 3-point range.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
Ball against Wall.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Both free throws good from Paul. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. George looking around. And another 3 for the Clippers.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
A nice shot by Booker.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Back to Wall. Kicks to Morris. 4 seconds left. Misses the layup.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Suns ahead. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Especially on the road, you want to come in aggressive. Let everyone in this arena know that you are here to play.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
And that one's good. Leonard.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Home. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Wow, even against contact, defense does all they can to stop Paul inside, and he still slips by them.
First team foul.
Ball against Wall. Out to Morris. Lots of room. Doesn't go that time.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Bridges outside for the 3. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Booker from outside the arc. Offensive rebound. And another shot. Good. He hits the jump shot. Booker's got 5.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Outside, George. Up top, Leonard. Defended by Bridges. 5 on the clock. Here's George. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Here's Paul. He kicks it to Ayton. Booker looking around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now a 4-point Suns lead. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Paul. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Even in the later stages of his career, Paul's handles remain incredible. He's got that thing on a string. What a move.
To halt the run, and it's George finishing it off.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force. Paul passes to Booker. In the corner, it's Bridges. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Paul against Wall. Oh, Ayton in position. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. George with the ball. And it's George again missing. Suns leading by 4. Ayton inside. Covered by Morris. Down low. Booker outside. 4 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. The shot that time not on target. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
And this is one of those nights where George came in aggressive and stayed that way. He's been incredible.
Paul against Wall. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got 6 in the quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside Leonard. Back to George. The 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker with it. George picks him up. Kicks it out to Paul. Launches it. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
You can't let Paul get room to shoot from downtown. That's a recipe for disaster.
And a deep 3 from George. And it's George again missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Substitution on the court.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for Phoenix. He's at the quarter-century mark, 25 points for him. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great... We've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking it.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Clippers trail by 4. And here's Jackson. The pass to Kennard. Oh, Covington in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Using that athleticism to convert the alley-oop. Covington is simply a difference maker out there.
We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
That's a 2 from Kennard. In low, again, Los Angeles.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Landale pass to Crowder. Six on the shot clock. Here's Payne, Batum with the steal. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Payne. Here's Kennard. And it's all evened up. Kennard's got 7 points.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Here's Payne. Crowder with it. The Suns need to get a shot off. Powell with the steal. Back to Kennard. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Shamet finds Crowder. Back to Shamet. Money from the wing. And the Suns lead by 2.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Kennard for 3. Landale grabs the miss. Well, Phoenix shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Here's Crowder. Passes to Payne. And here is Shamet. No good off the back of the rim.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Now, here's Shamet. Kennard covering. 1:27 left in the third quarter. The kick out to Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. The lead is 2. To the inside, Shamet. Kennard with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Jackson, that's good.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Here's Payne. Some solid defense there from Jackson. LA has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Covington kicks to Jackson. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Kennard. 5 to shoot. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Inside. He gets it up.
Teams are always looking for guys like Covington who can defend multiple positions.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center position. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
Thanks so much, David. Booker against George. Takes a 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. LA's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
One minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's Leonard. Banked in off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
And it's good for 2.
The wily vet Paul able to score down low.
And Los Angeles guys shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Out to Morris. Puts up a 3. It's tipped. Bridges with it. Leonard picks him up. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And the dunk by Booker.
Yeah, and you don't want to let Devin Booker get easy points in transition.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Suns. And Bridges no good on that one.
At the line for the Suns, Mikal Bridges. One shot.
Phoenix with the ball. A 2-point game. Paul looking around. And the layup falls. Paul's got 4 this quarter.
Just love the focus when he gets around the rim. How huge could those 2 points be?
Morris with a screen on Booker. And George, here we go. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Johnson outside. Ayton a screen on Zubac. Back to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Impressive at using the pick and roll. Ayton slips well to the basket after setting that screen.
Here's George, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Devin Booker.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And George drops them both.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Now Paul. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Paul's got 31.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Pass to Morris. Back to Leonard. Launches a 3. That shot, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. There's 1:54 left in the 4th. Paul outside. He dishes it to Booker. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson with a screen on George. Booker dishes to Paul. Second shot opportunity. Ayton. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Ayton's got the lead up to 8 now for Phoenix.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Johnson, the pass to Paul. Johnson sets the screen for Paul from 18 feet away. The Clippers grab the miss.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
That championship mentality of Leonard. This is why they go to him in the clutch.
Ball against Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Paul's got 33.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
In the corner, it's Bridges. So the Suns win it. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
What a great way to take in a Tuesday. And tonight, two high-powered offenses. Smitty, how do you expect this game to play out?
It's going to be high scoring, BA, but you love to see one of these teams step up and get key stops. But more than likely, it's going to come down to who has the ball last.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Here's Bain, and he goes in for the dunk.
You see the impressive leaping ability. Bain getting off the ground with ease.
Left side, Paul. The kick out to Johnson. Lets it go. Second shot opportunity for 3, Bridges. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Fantastic decision-making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
This seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
And here are the Suns now, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Oh, Morant with the block.
Flying around the court, Morant can block shots both on ball and in help.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
The kick out to Paul. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Back to Bridges. There's a screen by Johnson. Ooh, a good look from Bridges. Gets a very good look and converts. Bridges has got 5.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Booker can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
And the work ethic of Morant, fantastic at keeping his focus on the task at hand.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Left side, Johnson. Outside, Booker. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Morant, no good.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Over Bain. And the Suns miss again.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Brooks outside. Pass to Adams. It's stolen by Johnson. Brooks against Bridges. Now Ayton. Back to Bridges. We've got 1:48 left in the first. Offline from the top of the key. Down low. Here's Brooks. And the layup is good.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Booker with a screen on Morant. Outside Booker. Can they get it? Can't get it to drop. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Bain, the pass to Brooks. Bain against Johnson. And the basket by Bain.
Great footwork from Bain, finding his opening.
The Suns trailing. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Ayton. Second chance effort. Out to Bridges. From deep, Johnson. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first. Brooks outside. To the inside. And stolen by Paul. And the Suns pushing it up now. Ayton, no good.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Back to Morant. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for 1.
An experienced veteran in this league, Chris Paul offers valuable insight both on and off the floor.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Outside Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
And a deep 3 from Paul. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies leading by 9. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And another thing they've done is look to shoot from the mid-range often. So far, it's really paying off for them.
Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
And Booker with the jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Adams, always a nice way to start, makes his first one.
Rolling toward the cup, Steven Adams is a wild man. You better get out of his way.
Morant against Paul, down low. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist by Paul.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And here are the Grizzlies now. Fires high post. That one is off. Now the Suns take it the other way. Ayton passes to Paul. Ayton, a screen on Bain. Oh, another one falls for Phoenix. Memphis leading. Now here's Morant. 13 points in the game. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Pass to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Outside Paul. And he lobs it up. Very pretty alley-oop.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
From deep, Morant. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And they'll get another chance. Johnson a screen on Morant. For 3, Booker. And the 3-pointer goes. Booker's got 9 points in the quarter.
Proving how lethal he can be. Booker's confidence serves as a catalyst for him, draining long shots.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Morant against Paul. Adams, the shot off that time. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. Pass to Paul. 1:25 left to play in the first half of basketball. And that one's good. Now just a 2-point Memphis lead.
So crafty down low. Chris has every shot in the book.
Outside Morant, the three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
A line change here for Memphis. Outside Payne. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses.
Second team.
So it's the Grizzlies now. 3-point lead. Green, the pass to Jones. Driving in. And that comes off the assist by Green.
Now that was a clever adjustment. I mean, that was a tough shot.
Especially given the height disadvantage. I love the way he created space for his shot.
Now here's Payne. Pass to Landale. Here's Shamet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Stolen by Jones. 3 seconds left. The shot no good. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end. All right, Allie, thanks for that.
The Suns, 23.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. Cameron Payne out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Dario Saric. Then there's Jay Crowder. And it's Landale in at the center position. Tillman misses. The Suns trailing. And here's Saric. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Brandon Clark.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Outside Jones. Tipped. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
Brandon Clark, second personal foul. Second team foul.
Jones against Payne. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. Well, the Grizzlies shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Here's Jones. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Jones has gotten his second bucket of the game.
The veteran presence of Danny Green, keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Pass to Shamet. Back to Payne. Inside. Here's Saric. Second chance shot. Crafty move. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Here's Conchar. That's good on the jumper. And the Grizzlies lead by 3. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Payne against Jones. Here's Shamet. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Here's Jones. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Jones against Payne. Pass to Saric. Clark grabs the board. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third.
Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Now here's Payne. On the take, Shaman uses the glass to finish the layup.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major impact.
Payne against Jones.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. To the paint. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Here's Tillman following the score by Phoenix. Shot clock at 6. Conchar, good. Conchar's got 7 points.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Jones against Payne. Green with the defensive effort. The Grizzlies have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Conchar off target with the 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Landale. Outside Payne. Crowder outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Jay Crowder, he's very compact, strong build, can be a load to defend.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Both good from the line that time. Memphis leading.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Morant with it. And then Morant with the dunk.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
And we've reached the end of the third. Grizzlies. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And the Grizzlies shooting an amazing 61%, looking confident. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Payne in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
That was a clever move, slicing his way past the taller defender and finishing with some flavor.
Here's Paul. And he converts the layup.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Morant, no good.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space. But that does make it a tougher shot.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. take a trip to the line for two. Clearly got fouled on that shot. And the foul called on the Phoenix Suns.
Every team is looking for that star to lead them to great things. Morant already looks the part.
And Morant drops them both. The Suns trailing. Outside Paul. Oh, the swat by Adams.
That's the length of Adams, but also the good instincts defensively.
Pass to Brooks. Ooh, Ayton with the block. To the middle. Here's Paul. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Paul's gotten 4 this quarter.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Morant against Paul. Outside Morant. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Morant's got 23 points.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
Here's Paul. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
A clutch basket there. The later we get into this game, the more they need him to attack the rim.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Morant against Paul. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They are dominating the paint in this one. Consistent work inside throughout the game.
Yeah, something else I love that they're doing is driving into the lane and getting the shots they want in penetration. With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his 5th foul. Outside Morant. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. And then Morant with the dunk.
Okay, check out the handles of Ja Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Outside Paul. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant's got his 4th rebound in this one. A minute 15 left in the 4th quarter. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter. And he lobs it up top. Stolen by Ayton. Bridges passes to Johnson. Shoots over Jackson. Bridges down low. Pounded by Morant. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Good on the first. And that narrows the gap to 7. Bridges hits them both.
He showed a lot of composure that trip to the line. Now it's almost a 1-possession game.
A minute 15 left to play in the 4th. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Jackson outside. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Morant. It's hauled in by the Suns.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
Huge, man. I mean, the defense knows what Booker is capable of, but cannot get a stop.
Outside Morant. Brooks the screen on Paul. Morant against Paul. Morant, no good. And Phoenix has possession. They trail by 3. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Booker. Pass to Bridges. Pulls up. Spain with the rebound. And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. That was an incredible...
say does that star-spangled banner.
It's a battle of the bigs. Two fantastic centers, Clark, in this matchup tonight. Some throwback basketball.
Well, you know, there was a time, Kevin, when centers dominated the league. And as you said, tonight we're going to throw it back to those days.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Outside, Edwards. Towns against Johnson. The shot comes out. Now the Suns take it the other way. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Now here's Booker. Johnson with a screen on Edwards. Wound up there for Johnson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
An awesome distributor. Booker's floor awareness and understanding of when to dish it is a real weapon.
The kick out to Towns. Another miss by Towns.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Booker with no one around. The three-pointer no good. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. 4-point game. Booker with it. Picked up by Edwards. Kicks it out to Booker. Three-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta.
And the intelligence. Love watching Booker operate in these situations. His decision-making has really improved over the years.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Paul goes in. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Edwards looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Booker against Towns. Yep, that one goes in there.
Towns makes the most of his chances inside. He gets the ball in good position, does his work early, and then the battle's over after that.
Paul passes to Booker. Rebound, Minnesota. Outside, Towns. And he banks in the layup.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Here's Paul. Ayton sets the pick for Johnson. Paul for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
You know, Paul loves to operate in the lane, and he's extremely good at it, but he also understands the value of stretching the defense.
Russell kicks to Edwards. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Booker. Behind the back and lays it in. Booker's got 5 points so far.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Here's Paul. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
Here's Russell. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You like what you have there. Russell crafty with the dribble.
Suns leading by 7. Ayton a screen on Russell. Oh, Ayton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
McDaniels passes to Towns. His three-pointers off the mark. Phoenix has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Booker with a deep 3. To the paint. Kicks it out to Johnson. Suns moving the ball around. Ayton, the pass to Bridges. Ayton sets the pick for Bridges. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Russell against Paul. And there's the pass to Towns. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for Phoenix. He finishes with... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at center, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Edwards dishes to Towns. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. You see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
And Booker kicks to Johnson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Jaden McDaniels. It's his first trip to the line.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
There's Russell with the 3.
You know, Chris Paul is a first-rate on-the-ball defender. I mean, you rarely get a clean shot off on him.
D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting, too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And, D.A., we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. We'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. Here's Russell. That one, no good. The Suns go the other way with it. Oh, Ayton in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
He gets it in there. Edwards got his second basket of the game.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Russell against Paul, and Ayton throws it down.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Fires it up. Here's Towns. Rebound by the Suns. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Paul left side. Kicks it out to Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists in the game. Down low. Gobert down low. He's covered by Ayton. Gobert, no good. On offense, here are the Suns. They're on a 15-5 run. Booker looking around. And the dunk by Booker.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Outside, Towns. Outside, Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. To the inside, Booker puts the move on, and the layup is up and in. Booker's got 14.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Ayton finds Bridges. Paul for 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
17 fouls.
Chris Paul sets a fantastic example for younger players. I mean, CP3 defines what it means to be a pro.
And he nails the 3rd. Just 4 seconds left in the first half of basketball. No good on the last second attempt there. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels at the 3 spot. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Payne looking around. Out to Saric. Crowder with it. Now defended by Gobert. Landale misses. The Timberwolves shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Edwards inside. He's covered by Shamet.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy. Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Outside Edwards. To the middle. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Towns slamming it down to show the defense exactly what he can do. That was a pretty dominant move by the Cat.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded by Russell. Shamet. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
It's Edwards on the wing. Gobert down low. The layup missed. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Russell. Payne grabs the board. Phoenix has gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Sharch passes to Landale. Back to Sharch. Sweet move and slam dunk by Sharch.
You know, in close, he's capable of hammering it down, and that's why you got to keep Sharch away from the basket.
Russell looking around. Passes it to Towns. An easy 2 points on the layup. Towns has got 9 points.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Payne kicks to Shamet. Again, Phoenix.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Payne, and that one good. Payne's got his first points in this one.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Russell inside, working on Payne. Here's Towns. No good on that one. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Shamet. That 3 off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. From the wing, and it's Phoenix scoring again. Here's Russell. Left side, Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Payne's shot is good. Payne's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
The Timberwolves have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Now McDaniels. He's still scoreless so far in this one. There's Russell with the 3. Jay Crowder pulls it in.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Lobs it up for Crowder, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And so it's the Phoenix Suns, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Shot clock at 6. And Ayton throws it down.
And I like how Paul constantly looks to set up his guys, knows how to orchestrate the offense with his passing.
And Reed has it in the corner. Towns down low, covered by Johnson. Towns trying to get open, and it's in there.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Paul with the ball. He takes it in. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Chris, so good at being able to provide whatever his team needs, always ready to step up.
Edwards passes to Russell. Buries the long-range jumper.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Now here's Paul. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Bridges outside. Back to Paul. Ayton inside. Guarded by Reed. Tries again and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Prince, the pass to Edwards. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
And here is Paul. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Paul working around the defense that time to get a close shot inside.
It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Booker. Reed gets the bucket.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Paul looking around. On the wing, Bridges. Pass to Ayton. Back to Bridges. Shot clock at 3. Here's Johnson. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Reed kicks to Russell. A minute 50 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Prince. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Booker against Edwards. Pass to Reed. A second chance effort. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 11 points here in just the second half.
Just look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here
For the Suns.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Chris Paul.
Well, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense repeatedly. Found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
Kicks it to Bridges. Ball against Russell. Paul, right side. Phoenix needs to get off a shot, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Minnesota with the ball. Here is Russell. From the arc. That shot misses. Prince against Booker. The pass to Paul. Back to Booker. So it's the Suns winning easily here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really...
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally prepared to go to work on the road. Well, Grant, we've got two savvy veteran teams on the court, so you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. Now here's Booker. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. Takes a 3. No good. And the Clippers will come the other way. For 3, George. Rebounded by Johnson. And here are the Suns. For 3, Booker. Ayton passes to Johnson. Johnson a screen on George. Booker for 3. And the Suns miss again.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Well, that's about tremendous vision. And remember, Paul George has the kind of size that allows him to survey the floor beautifully.
Here's Booker following the score by the Clippers.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish. Here's Wall. They get it again. It's George on the wing. Booker defending. Morris for 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. The Suns have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Leonard on the take. The rebound by Bridges. Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Here's Wall. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Outside Booker. To the left wing. Outside Johnson. To the inside. Here's Bridges. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Wall finds George. To the paint. Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Mr. Morris leaves no doubt.
The Suns trailing. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Paul. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's George. Oh, and the dunk by George.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Here's Paul with the drive. Soft touch off the glass.
Got the killer instinct. He just wants to attack the rim every single possession.
Here's Wall. Pass to Zubats. Here's Morris. Zubats with it. Stolen by Ayton. Bridges left side. It's Bridges on the wing. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And he's going for the lob. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. He takes it in. Tries again. The kick out to Paul. All sorts of time. And too long on the shot.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first. And the Clippers miss again. Phoenix has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Fires top of the key. Leonard pulls down the board.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Pass to Booker. Ayton, a screen on George. for three. Booker drains the triple.
We know this about Devin Booker. He is not shy. Deep from three, yes, I'm going to take that opportunity.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Suns on top, up 3. And quarter number 2 will... Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at point guard. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Wall against Paul. Ayton, a screen on Wall. With the crossover, and laid in by Paul. Paul's got 6.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
Leonard with a screen on Paul. Leonard outside. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Booker. That one's good for 2. He's got 5.
This guy difficult to match up with in transition because Booker can hit from anywhere on the floor.
Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
Phoenix foul. Chris Paul. First personal foul.
It's stolen by Johnson. Can't get the heave to fall.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
Something you can't deny about Marcus Morris. He is a passionate player.
On and off the court, this guy is highly competitive. He's a leader in the locker room. His playing style, to me, would fit with any organization. Smart and tough.
Outside Paul. Outside Booker. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the Clippers.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
George passes to Zubac. The kick out to Morris. Leonard against Paul. Back to Morris. Leonard finds Morris. It's George on the drive. And the jam by George.
Paul George is very difficult to contain on a dribble drive. He's got length, handle, and size. Good luck.
Here's Paul. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Ayton. Plenty of space. Nice jump shot.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Morris passes to George. Back to Morris.
Well, Chris Paul can compensate for size mismatches with his craftiness and his smarts, getting work done as a defender right there.
That's good from Bridges. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. Do you see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
Great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
Leonard for 3. Connects from downtown.
That is absolutely ridiculous range from Kawhi. My goodness, it feels like he just stepped across half court.
Pass to Bridges. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Gets the 3 to fall. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
You have got to have the right focus and the right reads in the pick and roll. And Paul George making all the right decisions right now, slicing up the defense.
Here's Paul. Denied by Leonard. Down low. Here's Morris. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Leonard against Paul. Pass to Ayton. Up and in on the layup. Ayton's got this second bucket.
Well, DeAndre Ayton should own the paint. Nice touch there.
Wall against Paul. And Zubac with the basket on the assist by Wall.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Johnson a screen on Leonard. And he's going for the oop here.
Boy, is it fun to watch Chris Paul dissect the defense. This guy is such a shrewd passer.
Wall with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And Leonard with the strong finish.
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
Right side, Paul. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Kicks it to George. Pass to Zubac. Here's Wall. Back to Zubac. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his 3rd foul so far.
4th team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Kennard. And there's the lob. And it's all tied up.
Well, you have to understand what the defense is doing. If they give you an opportunity to set up a teammate, Luke Kennard will take it.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And we'll see you back here after the break. 3rd quarter action in just a bit.
The Clippers, 22.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Cameron Payne out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Dario Saric. Then there's Jay Crowder. And it's Landale in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. And here's Kennard. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Pass to Landale. And they pick up 2.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
From deep. It's hauled in by Landale.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And the shot goes in.
How about that pass from Reggie Jackson? Right on the money, folks.
Now here's Payne. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And the foul called on Nick Batum. That's his first foul. Jackson against Payne.
I love the discipline shown right there by Reggie Jackson. Make the offensive player work over your contest. That is nice defense.
and grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank. Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Payne against Jackson. Inside, Shaman. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
For the lead. Hits a three-pointer. Kennard's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
This, folks, is what a pure shooter looks like. Luke Kennard, so good from range.
Here's Shaman. He got a piece of it. Jackson, the pass to Batum. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Here's Shaman. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Suns lead by one.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Kennard outside. The three. He drops it from range. Kennard's got 6 here in the quarter.
Nice shot by Kennard. The lefty is so crafty.
Outside Payne. No good with a layup.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Outside Covington. Pass to Kennard. From outside the arc. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Saric. Here's Shaman. Over Kennard. Shaman, no good.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Batum finds Kennard, puts one up from 19. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Shaman, no good. The Clippers in the lead. Lets it fly. It's hauled in by Saric.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more? Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Here's Kennard. From beyond the arc and then some. Kennard's got 12 points in just the second half.
Yeah, Luke Kennard is a complete offensive player, and he's starting to percolate a little bit. Defense has got to be concerned.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Landale. Back to Payne. 5 to shoot. Here's Crowder. Count it, and the foul. It's going to go on Reggie Jackson.
That's Jay Crowder demonstrating how strong he is. He's dominating the defense with his ability to play through contact.
There's 6 seconds left in the third. From deep three-point range. Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
Just in the nick of time.
Count the basket! Oh! And so it's Los Angeles, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. Back after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point. Zubats passes to Wall. Kicks it to George. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Payne.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Into the lane. And he banks in the layup. Payne's got his first bucket in this one.
At his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
Outside Wall to the middle. Here's George. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
We know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a three-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
And Paul gets it to go.
And for a smaller player, Chris Paul appears so comfortable on the interior. He knows he can score from this area.
Wall with the defensive effort.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest. Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Los Angeles has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. And he lays in the alley-oop pass.
We've learned that this guy is capable of connecting from absolutely anywhere. Kawhi, simply stated, one of the best offensive players in the league.
Paul, that's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Paul against Wall. Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Well, the claw in complete command of the ball on the way up. Nicely done.
Outside Paul. Pass to Johnson. Ayton, a screen on Morris. Outside Booker. Here's Paul. Driving inside. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one. Now Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Well, this is one of the top athletes in the league. Wall showing his lateral and vertical mobility.
Outside Paul. Over Leonard. Good work defensively by Leonard. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's George. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And it's a 10-point Los Angeles lead. The Suns running out of time. Outside Paul. Got a hand on it. Booker against Wall. Morris for 3. Knocks it down from distance. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Los Angeles?
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
What about the defensive intensity they've had in this one? Jumping passing lanes, poking the ball away, just doing a great job creating chaos.
Wall against Paul. Now here's Leonard, guarded closely. And Leonard with the strong finish.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Clippers.
I'd say the rim protection really turned things around in their favor.
Yeah, their defensive rotations have been superb. They've been trying to challenge every shot. I love their effort.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
And George launches it from deep. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Wall against Paul. Here's Wall. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Oh, who say does that?
We are in for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the center position. Now here's Morant. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And he needs to get himself under control here. That's 2 fouls in less than 60 seconds.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Here's Paul. Inside, Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Adams against Booker. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Oh, Ayton in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Second chance shot. Bridges with the steal. Booker with it. Now defended by Bain. Johnson with a screen on Bain. Booker no good.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Here is Paul. Grizzlies making the shot. Here's Ayton. Another shot. The putback and 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Morant against Paul, and finished off by Morant.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Paul surveying the floor. Oh, Ayton in position. He used that pick to get in close.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Coach Monty Williams. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David. Now here's Morant. After Mikal Bridges missing his last shot.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Outside for Jackson, goes back up. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Third team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Ayton. No good on the shot. And it's Memphis the other way. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game.
Fourth team foul.
1:22 left to play in the first quarter. Bain kicks to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Ball against Morant. Ball passes to Booker. It's stolen by Adams. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself. On the wing, Jackson. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 7-point differential. Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. From past the arc. Brooks grabs the board. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Bain passes to Morant. Shoots over Bridges. That one a little long.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And Phoenix with another turnover here. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the first. Morant passes to Adams. Now here's Morant over Paul. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Memphis. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. You know, it seems like we're seeing more teams, Brent, use zone defense these days. Not too long ago, zone was almost non-existent in the league.
Well, Kevin, you couldn't play zone. Even though there were zone principles in man-to-man defense, it used to be an illegal defense to set up in a 2-3 zone that you see teams doing nowadays. I'm very interested if the league does, in fact, do away with illegal defense and allow coaches to use whatever defensive scheme they need to do to slow up their opposition. It might do something in terms of producing more shots so we don't get stagnation with just threes all the time. We'll see if that happens.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. DA, thank you. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Bridges shot. Good.
That's pretty steady from Bridges. Does not let the contact throw him off one bit.
Morant scanning the floor. Brooks with no one around. He can't hit that time. And Phoenix the other way now. A steal. Morant right side. Outside Jackson. And stolen by Ayton. Paul with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Booker with no one around. And the three off target. Memphis leading by 6. Morant with it. He's got 12. Pass to Jackson. Ayton against Adams. Clock at 6. Jackson passes to Adams. Can't hit from in close.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Sinks the triple.
This is what you like to see from Booker, just firing with confidence right off the catch.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Booker finds Paul. The shot. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And the rugged toughness of Morant. Excellent at fighting through there and capitalizing in style. In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Johnson. Brooks outside. .50 seconds left here in the second. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. There's 49 seconds left in the second quarter. Booker against Bain. Oh, Ayton in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
Paul against Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now here's Paul. He has 6. 15 seconds left in the first half.
There's been a lot of stops in CP3's career, but there's been no doubt when he's on the team, he is the vocal and emotional leader of their production.
And he makes both free throws.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Jones dishes to Green. Off target from outside. Ja Morant has been leading the charge.
Your son, 25. The Grizzlies, 28.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. We've got Green. He's out there with Brandon Clark, and it's Jones in at the point. Green inside. He's against Lee. Green passes to Tillman. A shot off that time. Now the Suns take it the other way.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies, trailing by 2. Down low, Tillman. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Now here's Crowder. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Here's Shamet. Another 3 for Phoenix. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Here's Payne. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And a wide open look for Lee. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Jones. It's good.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
On the wing, Lee, guarded by Green. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. Landale hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Landale's got the lead up to 3 now for the Suns. Jones in the post. Payne covering. And here they come. There's Shamet. And the rejection by Clark. Here's Jones. The pass to Green. Over Lee. Here's Clark. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now here's Payne to the inside. Here's Lee, and Lee with the stuff.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Well, you like the role that Cam has accepted as a guy who comes in and gives immediate energy and impact to the offense. He does a little bit of everything, but he certainly is a spark plug.
Here's Jones. Clark sets a screen for Jones. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
His versatility has made Payne a valuable second unit guy, don't you think, Brent?
Well, he's a pretty decent package out there. He can score. He likes to get up defensively and bother opposing point guards. So it's that momentum that Cam Payne can come into the game and begin to turn the tide for his team in their favor.
Here's Lee going inside, and Lee with the stuff.
Like to see Payne just move the ball like that.
Jones looking for an opening. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Second shot opportunity. Tillman shakes him, and it's good on the way in. Tillman's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Here's Payne. And that one is off. Excellent D that time from Jones. Clark outside for the tie. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Well, if you're going to make that offensive move, it's important to know where Danny Green is. One of the better shot blocking guards you're going to find.
Pass to Shamet. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Now a timeout called by Memphis. 8 seconds left to play in the third. Just 3 on the clock. Here's Adams, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Phoenix ahead, up by 4. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Memphis on defense. 4-point game.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here's Morant. Here he goes. And finished off by Morant.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Here's Paul. And he converts the layup. Paul's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns.
Just so reliable. I mean, that basket there will give them a little bit more of a cushion.
Here's Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's got 23.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
Paul against Morant. Now here's Paul. Not a lot of room. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. Now Morant. Here's Adams. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
Paul against Morant. Kicks it out to Johnson. To the paint. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He said, we're getting some looks on the 3, but we're not connecting. But don't get frustrated. He told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Yeah, there's a dependability when Chris Paul needs to get the scoring going. He's still capable of doing that.
There's Jackson with the 3. Bridges with the board.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
no stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
Ball outside. And the rejection by Morant. Jackson looking around. Pass to Adams. Dishes it to Brooks. Pass to Jackson. Second chance effort. Out to Brooks. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. Brooks has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, Brooks is always working hard for this team, and here it pays off with a huge basket.
Here's Paul. Shooting foul. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the
Previous play is under
what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the...
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
Players are moving, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
He's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Adams. Morant bats for two. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Picks it out to Johnson. Wants to get it to Booker and does. 6 on the shot clock. They hit the rebound. Johnson, the pass to Ayton. Here's Booker, and there's the drive. Count it!
And Booker, not just an onlooker. How about that one?
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
The three from Morant. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Jackson. Morant with a wide open look. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
And here's a timeout for Monty Williams. For three, Booker can't.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.